Hey everyone, it's your boy Al here and I hope you guys are doing great in life. So let's start episode 10 review of Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. At first we see Mechamaru relays the unsettling news to Yuji about Gojo's sealing. In parallel, Gojo finds himself in the company of the manipulative Geto. Gojo expresses eagerness for their forthcoming encounter but raises concerns about Geto's continued susceptibility to control by others. In an eerie twist, Geto's own hand wraps around his throat, prompting maniacal laughter. A peculiar conversation ensues between Geto and Mahito, delving into the subjects of bodies and souls. Gojo eventually urges Geto to proceed with sealing him and cease his unsettling laughter, a request to which Geto complies. So it seems like I was right about Mechamaru. Also, it seems like Geto is still alive, but the cursed spirit is controlling his body. We see Mahito questions Geto about the reuse of the prison realm object that sealed Gojo. Geto confirms its usability but clarifies that it can hold only one person, emphasizing that it becomes permanently unusable if the enclosed person commits suicide. Meanwhile, Mechamaru reassures Yuji and the group that he is telling the truth about Gojo's confinement. Kokichi accuses Mahito of his murder and explains that the Mechamaru they're conversing with acts as a preset insurance created by Kokichi before his own death, programmed to activate immediately after Gojo's sealing. This part makes me wonder how Mechamaru set up everything so far ahead of time, because as far as I remember Geto didn't tell him much about the plan. Then we see Kokichi expresses his belief that both Yuji and Mei are innocent of being traitors. He warns them of approaching cursed users who intend to kill them. Although Mei senses the enemy's presence, she prioritizes confirming Gojo's confinement before taking action, causing some frustration for Kokichi's insurance. This insurance figure elaborates on the situation and pleads with Yuji and Mei to follow his instructions as his presence is temporary. Mei agrees to cooperate. Kokichi's insurance assigns specific tasks. Yuji is tasked with safely leaving the area and informing others about Gojo's sealed condition so they can work on his rescue, while Mei is assigned to protect Yuji during this mission. Ui also plans to assist Mei. Yuji successfully exits the railway station and heads to inform their allies, while Gojo patiently awaits his fate within the prison realm box. The plan is a bit too naive and probably won't work for the most part, but I guess it's better than nothing in such a dire situation. Next we transition to Nanami's group, where they are discussing the situation. Nanami outlines his plan to confront the enemy responsible for the curtain around Shibuya and assigns his students the task of protecting the bystanders in the area. We catch a glimpse of all three groups as they enter the barrier. Meanwhile, Kiyotaka informs someone about Nida's decision to leave the curtain area due to communication difficulties. Before he can continue, he is suddenly attacked and rendered unconscious by a blonde individual. This attacker reports to their white-haired partner, who authorizes them to remain inside the curtain and eliminate the suit-wearing humans. In another scene, an unidentified person watches footage of Geto and his comrades discussing Gojo's entrapment. Geto mentions that while they have successfully sealed Gojo away, the processing in the prison realm is not yet complete. The prison realm box will remain on the ground until this process finishes. I didn't expect Kiyotaka to go out like that, and it was honestly kinda shocking. Also, it's really funny how Gojo is giving them trouble even though he is sealed up. Moving on, we see Mahito becomes aware of their situation and destroys one of Kokichi's devices. Geto realizes they've been under surveillance, and Kokichi's insurance reassures Yuji that there's still time to rescue Gojo. The insurance proposes sending Jujutsu sorcerers to neighboring stations to set up an ambush for Geto and his comrades. Yuji informs the insurance that he's unable to contact Kiyotaka and enters the curtain with the regular civilians inside. He engages in combat with a few cursed spirits and then heads to a rooftop to signal Nanami. Yuji's voice reaches everyone as he reveals that Gojo has been sealed. Nanami instructs his students to head in Yuji's direction immediately, emphasizing the importance of saving Gojo. The fights were short and cool, but the shouting part made Yuji look way too much dumb in my opinion. Then we see Geto decide to stay and monitor the prison realm box while the rest of his group discusses their plans. Choso expresses his desire to kill Nobara and Yuji, but Jogo mentions they can't harm Yuji because he hosts Sukuna. Mahito intervenes and elaborates on why they should consider Choso's desires. He believes that with Gojo sealed away, they have a significant opportunity to dominate the world. Mahito is confident in their abilities even without Sukuna's power. This difference in opinion sparks a philosophical debate between Jogo and Mahito. Mahito proposes settling their disagreement through a game. They agree that if either Mahito or Choso encounters Yuji first, they will kill him. If Jogo finds Yuji, he will provide him with a finger to restore Sukuna's power. Geto decides not to get involved in their game, as he sees Sukuna as a backup plan in case their prison realm strategy fails. Mahito, Jogo, and Choso initiate their game and quickly depart. In the meantime, two women approach Geto and question him about bringing back the real Geto. Geto dismisses them rudely. This part was confusing because it's not clear when Geto actually lost control of his body, and so certain things aren't adding up. Also, it looks like their next target is Yuji. At the end we see Nanami, Megumi, Ino, and Yuji rendezvous, and Kokichi's insurance shares the information they've gathered along with their plan of attack. Nanami acknowledges the strategy's potential but emphasizes the need to remove the curtain first. He plans to meet with Kiyotaka and assigns Yuji, Megumi, and Ino the task of relaying the insurance's intelligence to the other groups. Nanami entrusts Ino with keeping an eye on Yuji and Megumi while he goes to meet Kiyotaka. Ino motivates Yuji and Megumi before they set out to share the information with the other groups. Meanwhile, Awasaka and another guy are informed by a woman named Ogami that Gojo has been sealed, and this information has leaked to the enemy. The three of them observe the situation from a distance. We will probably see Nanami in action in the next episode, and I'm really looking forward to it. Overall, it was a decent episode, but the Geto part needs some explanation. Anyways, thanks for watching everyone. If you like my video and want to see me make more, then hit the like button and subscribe. If you want to say something, then leave a comment. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram or check out my Facebook page. Links are given in the description. Until then, see ya.